I want to ask you guys, if you are an NFL general manager and right now you can pick one quarterback, it doesn't have to be in next year's draft, but between now and the next 15 years, you get that guy the whole time. Among all the guys in the SEC, who are you taking?
Next 15 years of guys currently in the SEC.
Yeah, and the reason I say that allows you to pick a freshman, a backup somewhere that gives you some time, if they declare for the draft 2-3 years from now, that kind of thing. I guess a better way to I've managed to complicate that.
I was about to say I got confused for
which
a
I'm
second
good
there,
at doing. I'm great at doing that. I guess the better way to say it, and I don't know why I didn't say this the first time, which quarterback on an SEC roster is going to have the best NFL career?
Boy, that's
I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say it because I don't think it's true. I think, and I know people are going to get upset, and this is not trolling. This is a honest assessment. Hendon Hooker is a product of Josh Heupel's offense. Okay, there's a reason that you go look at all those mock drafts, and Hendon Hooker's nowhere to be found. Okay, that's why. So I would throw him out. I would throw Stetson Bennett out because I don't think Stetson Bennett has the measurables. It's got to be Bryce Young. Okay, Bryce Young is the modern day, NFL stud that can do everything. I know that physically he may not hold up over time, but man, he can. You look at what Tua's doing. I mean, at different points in times, Kyler Murray's had, great success in the NFL in terms of being productive. I know he's a head case, but he's been productive at different times and can do different things. And I think Bryce Young is just so mentally there as well and has the ability to escape. He has his ability to escape. He has a rocket arm. Give me Bryce Young for the next 15 years as my quarterback, and I'll take it all day long.
Blake?
Yeah, that'd be my pick. And I get, like I said, I get the physicality part of it, and like you said, it may not. I don't know, that is certainly a question people will have, but I still think if we're just picking based on what we've seen to this point and projecting ahead, I mean, I still think that he's going to be okay. Because I think there are things that can be fixed with him that maybe you have questions about. I think he would be the pick for me. But again, you asked the specific question. If I'm a GM and I'm doing this and I'm staking my franchise on it, right, for the next 15 years, if I'm in that spot, I would want what I feel like is the most sure thing of the group, not necessarily, well, this guy could get there, or that guy could get there if this happens or that happens. I think I would still go with a Bryce Young. But I do think there, as people are pointing out in the comments, I think there are some understandable questions on that regard. But I can't say beyond that. Like I said, everyone else, am I 100% confident on those guys either? No. So
let me tell you who I think may end up being the best NFL player, not quarterback, but player, is Anthony Richardson. When they move him to tight end in the NFL, he's going to be
just like they did Tim Tebow.
He's going to be like they're going to move Anthony Richardson right off the bat. He's going to go. He's going to get to go right off the bat, and he's going to be like Gronk 2.0 over there. That guy, he can run for sure. Anthony Richardson, move him to tight end. He'll play in the league for 12 years. Honestly, if I was going to take a backup to who I think other than Bryce Young is going to be really good in the pros because of the style of play, and I just think how the NFL is going forward, I think Jayden Daniels is going to be a good NFL.
You know what? He was like, I had him close there, and I didn't know like what we think. I think though, you're right, Blayne. You pointed this out a little while back. Like, you can see some things that if like, not just like what we've seen with him, right? You've seen things in his head start to turn. Like, you've seen him do things that he wasn't doing earlier this season. That awareness, I think, has gotten better in a lot of those situations. So I I'm with you on that. I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of becomes one of those guys either. So
when he plays in a pro style offense, so he's going to be already, he's going to already, have a little bit more of the nomenclature maybe than a guy like a Will Rogers would, for example. That's what hurts Will Rogers. Will Rogers can sling the football, but guess what? He's a product of that system as well. And when he goes in there to play quarterback, he's probably going to be going into an NFL camp for the first time and looking guys in the eye in the huddle and having to call a play. You know what I'm saying? Like, because right now they look at a wristband or they look at a signal at the sideline, but that's a big deal when you have to do that kind of stuff and things like that. And I think Jayden Daniels is extremely mobile, has a huge arm, and has played in a more pro style type system. So people are going to already dropping in the chat. I think Hendon Hooker is a better college football player than Jayden Daniels is right now. I think you're talking about pro game. There's a reason that pros are different. Tim Tebow's, in my opinion, the greatest college football player of all time. He was awful in the pros, awful, except for one run that literally I think God intervened on there in that run of that season. There was nothing short of miraculous of that run in Denver there. But I'm just telling you, there's a big difference when we're talking. You have to separate the two. You have to separate, I like this guy because he plays for my team and he's going to be a good college, good NFL player. Hendon Hooker's phenomenal. I think he should be in New York as a Heisman Trophy candidate. I don't think he's going to be a great NFL quarterback. There's a difference.
I will give you my answer in just a minute. But first, a word from our presenting sponsor, Stakes. Predict sports better than the crowd for a chance to win NFTs. With Stakes, players can submit their sports predictions against friends, other fans, and influencers forever. Don't let your sports genius go overlooked. Join Stakes and have the best predictions captured in the moment. Head to playwithstakes.com/14. That is STAKES. Use our invite code Southeastern14 for a double welcome bonus. They are our presenting sponsor, friends of the show, good guys. Help out those who help our show. And again, it's all free. Free to join, free to play. It's not a betting app. It's just a predictions app. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, my answer is the same as yours. I like Bryce Young. Give me a guy who's got a good head on his shoulders, who's accurate, who's mobile enough, all those things. What have I missed?
Well, I was just going to say, Tyler put Hooker is already older than some NFL quarterbacks. Him and Stetson Bennett are already older than 11 starting NFL quarterbacks currently.
Levis, I think, might be too.
I mean, they're getting close to drawing AARP checks. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on here? Like they got all kinds of stuff going on. The Social Security's trying to get their information, all this kind of stuff. That's why Bryce Young, Jayden Daniels, these type of guys are more of the NFL brand. One, they're younger. Two, I mean, they're not as big of projects, I think, for the NFL. I would say another take on here, but I don't want to be totally eviscerated over here. But Chris, go ahead. You said Bryce Young. Is there anybody else that's even close?
Our man Juan named the guy that I think people need to watch for a long term. That's AJ Swann at Vandy. Very, very gifted arm, but a long way to go between now and then. A lot of kids at that age and stage look like they've got the tools, and then but you need a little track record. But watch that one. I'm impressed that I thought I was going to pull that one out and impress the crowd, but Juan beat me to it.